Boring conversations aren't just random occurrences. The variables that make a conversation suck can be observed and replicated. So if you just refrain from using these conversation-killing phrases, people won't hate you as much. Don't come up to me and begin a conversation with, "Dude, I had a crazy dream last night," and expect me to care. Why would I ever care about a thing that didn't actually happen, and a thing that you can barely even remember? It was something like, I was a cactus, and you were hurt or something, and I was helping you, and so you were breaking your hand and drinking all my water, and it feels pretty good. Okay. What, do you expect me to interpret it? Sure, well, according to this, your dream means you're a really boring, stupid person, and that you kidnap children. Yeah? No, I made that up. Why aren't you denying it? Here's a pathetic thing people do that kills the conversation and just bums me out. It'll be a conventionally unfunny person, right? But he'll actually say something funny, and we'll all laugh. But then he goes and says something like, "See, every now and then I can be funny too." Dude, we were all laughing. Now is not the time to reveal to us your insecurities and your struggle with comedy, because you can't just say something like, "See, every now and then I can say something funny," and not sound like you're about to burst into tears. And so now we gotta be like, "Oh man, what are you talking about? You're funny. Do you see this weird, depressing atmosphere you've created? How do we go on from here now, you stupid idiot?" Another way people ruin conversations is by providing way too much background information before they tell a story. Ladies. So we were in New York for spring break one year, and this creepy guy came up to us from across the street, and you'll never guess what Tiffany said. I was with my friend Katie, by the way, who brought... Look at that dog. I wonder what he's thinking. Probably thinking, right, what's with all these people, then? You and me both, dog. Get lost. Just get lost. Look at all these words. You know what you could have taken away and it would still have been just as good of a story? All of it. Because I don't care. Lastly, the final conversation killer I'll mention is when people try and tell me about a crazy trip they had when they were high, when they were on the cool stuff, when they were on the clouds of the forest, right? When they were on the snow, when they're eating up that white candy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but apparently I come across as a massive stoner because people always think to themselves, yeah, this guy will totally want to hear about the time I did shrooms. And then they tell me about the time they did shrooms, about how the walls were melting and they could feel every color and everything was super enlightened. Listen, I'm sure for you it was crazy, but for me, I know in reality, you were just sitting on the couch staring at the ceiling for 6 hours. Rather than telling me that story, if you just walked up, didn't say anything, then walked away, I would have been way more interested in trying to figure out what in the world that interaction was. But instead, you stuck around to tell me about the time you sat on the couch for 6 hours. Great. Thank you. I'm having a great time. And we were like, oh my gosh, do you see what I'm seeing? And would you shut up? New York for spring break one year. This creepy guy came up to us from across the street. You'll never guess what Tiffany said. I was with my friend Katie, by the way, who brought a few of her friends. So anyway, in this dream, I was a fireman. Or no, I was a cactus. I was a cactus. And you were hurt. Yeah. And seriously? So then I think you were thirsty, so you... So this crazy thing, we were wondering what is actually happening. The walls were just crazy, man. And the colors, I've never seen colors like this, dude. It was one of the craziest things I've ever experienced.